A warm welcome to all of you, wherever you are in the world. We love seeing and feeling everyone across the globe, so feel free to introduce yourselves in the chats if you haven't already. For those of you who are new, my name is Crystal. I'm with Evolution One, the foundation that transmits this work out to the world and supports all those who are engaged in it. And I'll be your guide into and out of the session today. We feel so grateful for this global community dedicated to the evolution of human consciousness and the alignment of the Earth's energetic grid. And today, we're excited to bring you this live stream Q&A with Emmanuel on the topic of In the Eye of the Storm. These transmissions with Emmanuel offer us an opportunity not only to experience energetic alignment, but also to receive the wisdom of the guides. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions for Emmanuel on Mighty Networks. After Emmanuel offers his initial words of wisdom, we will be asking as many of these questions about In the Eye of the Storm as we can within our time. If you'd like to submit questions for future sessions and you haven't yet joined us online, you can by visiting the link in the chat box to our Transmission Series program on our Mighty Networks program. Okay, let's get started. We do have some newcomers today, so I'd like to share a little bit to give you some context for the work. Over the last 20 years, Astil has studied amongst various spiritual traditions. About a decade ago, he had a strong experience that opened a connection that we now refer to today as the channel. This is a powerful connection to both energy and wisdom, which Astil embodies and transmits as a trance channel. Through this connection, the energy passes through him and reaches those who tune in to the transmission, either live or recorded. This energy contains specific frequencies and words of wisdom that can impact your physical, mental, emotional aspects, and more subtle aspects of your own energy field. This energy allows you to align, go deeper in your meditation, connect deeper with your own consciousness, and receive guidance to support your journey into consciousness evolution. Asil's process of going into trance includes spontaneous hand and body movements and rapid breathing. While this is happening, you can use the time to find inner silence and stillness, and depending on your level of meditation practice, establish a sense of presence and inner alignment. The channel will bring in guides who specifically present themselves with the names that humanity has given them. You might recognize some of these names as angels or archangels. This initiates the transmissions of words and energy that will come through Asil. So it's really simple. During this time, sit comfortably or lie down and focus on being in an open meditative state. Just by being receptive, you've included yourself within this field. During the session, you can invite your higher self in. You can set an intention, perhaps to release old wounds, thoughts, emotions, or anything that no longer serves you. And people do share that things come up despite the absence of an intention. So if that approach feels better for you, just flow with it. During the session, we recommend you listen in a space where you will not be interrupted and you turn off your device notifications. We also recommend that you stay tuned in throughout the entire session, but if you're in a deep meditative state, it's okay if you aren't able to follow every word. The benefit of staying with us is what's most important, and the words can be listened to or read again later. When the session is over, we will sit together in silence for a few moments before I guide everyone back. But for now, get comfortable and enjoy your journey. I'll see you back here upon your return.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining the second part of this topic, In the Eye of the Storm. As we have experienced the Elohim transmission about this topic, the eye of the storm, how we experience it depends on the perspective that we hold. Are we separate in the eye of an external storm? Or are we even the storm itself? Are we both the experiencer and the one that is creating the storm to have a specific experience? And how can we establish this higher level perspective without foregoing that we are actually learning something being in the eye of the storm? If all experiences in human form are divine and purposeful, then every experience shall bring a learning and a realization with it. So all storms, no matter if they are individual storms or collective storms or maybe universal storms, have incredible potential for growth and evolution, opportunities that we have yet to understand, and potentially allow ourselves to ride those waves. Yet, when we are just in the storm, it is often challenging to not be fully encompassed by the human experience and by the full emotions, the stretch or the stress that our body, mind, and heart experiences. How can we truly find a moment of presence and silence to have a higher perspective on what we are experiencing? Maybe even a non dual perspective. And it seems that this can be achieved through practice. That this is not necessarily a superpower that only is reserved to the ancient yogis. It is part of our human template. It is part of our capabilities and the capacities that we can develop. We just have to give conscious attention to this development, to this exploration, to this training, to this practice. Thank you all for joining. I'm personally very excited always to hear Emmanuel's words on any of these topics and the answers to the questions that you have sent us. Many blessings to you and see you all on the other side. Greetings. My name is Emmanuel. Through this lifetime and the many lifetimes in human form, you have experienced and you will continue to experience what you will consider a challenge. Personal experiences, equal or greater than your capacity to receive them. Collective experiences, equal or greater than your capacity to receive them as an individual or as a society. These challenges are often villainized. The bigger the challenge, the smaller your capacity to receive them, the more intense the villainization of the challenge itself. A polarity is established. You versus the challenge. The challenge itself could be another individual, a circumstance in life, an emotion, a thought, or a general manifestation of reality. You experience life in this specific way for a reason, as the human form has been established to learn through challenges. The human mind, the human heart, the human body, and the human energetic spiritual construct are established to receive challenges, to learn, to adapt, and to evolve based on the challenges delivered. Therefore, there is no human form without challenge. There is no human experience without the challenging experiences, without the duality of this form. The only thing that remains is your ability to face the challenges that emerge, to witness, to learn, to experience, and to realize and evolve from the challenges that have been given to you as an individual, as a collective. It is not the avoidance of the challenge, yet the ability to witness, to observe, to receive, and to learn from the challenge that will make you a greater human. Your ability to be truly present no matter what the moment brings is your superpower. It is not the ability of avoidance, of coping mechanisms, of establishing fear based constraints and boundaries in your life. True strength and alignment will be established through the ability to observe, to surrender, to receive the benefits of the learnings provided by the challenge itself. And in the intensity of the human vessel, Challenges will bring forth judgments, opinions, thoughts, emotions, physical sensations, including pain. To make the challenge visceral, to make the challenge as real as possible. And you will experience the challenge as a personal, intimate experience. You will be fully encompassed by the challenge, and it will take over your being for the moment. You will feel the emotions, you will feel the physical sensations, and you will witness the emergent thoughts. And once the moment of intensity has passed, you will be required to reconcile the experience, to understand and observe what has occurred for you, to apply meaning and purpose to the experience itself without truly knowing the core of the realization that is embedded in this experience. This is the moment of highest leverage, the moment shortly after the intensity of the experience. In that moment, you are able to create space for yourself. You are able to create an environment in which you can, in silence and in presence, reflect on what has occurred. Not just from the perspective of the person that has experienced physical, emotional, or mental stress or pain, yet from a higher perspective as the soul experiencing the human form through you. What is the learning? What is the gift? What will I receive? What am I receiving through this experience? And in this moment of silence, in this moment of expansion, you will receive an image, a sound, a sensation, a feeling, words, guidance, a realization. This emergence is a significant element to evolution as the challenges received will become the milestones of your growth, the milestones of individual growth, and the milestones of collective growth. At times, humanity will cycle through great challenges over multiple generations. And while these challenges are perceivably unsurmountable. Within the challenge, the individual human experience is finite and broken into smaller experiences and smaller challenges full of opportunities for realization. Therefore, an individual or even the collective need not wait until the all encompassing challenge is complete for the collective. At every stage, at every wave of the experience itself, there lies the opportunity to witness, to expand your consciousness, to observe from this dualistic and non dualistic perspective that you can hold. Over time, you will understand that you have requested to be part of this human experience, that you have requested the challenges of your life. You have co created with the entire human collective the challenges that the human collective is facing as part of a grand learning and evolutionary process. And with time, you will accept that this human experience is established perfectly, orchestrated in the best possible ways for the greatest possible learnings. With time, you will appreciate the storms of life. You will appreciate the intensity, the waves, and the ability to experience within the human form. With time, you will appreciate life in human form, the circumstances established through the dualistic form, the universe itself, providing you and this human collective with everything that is required to evolve as a consciousness. Thank you for listening to my words. I will now answer some of your questions.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Christian asks, the Elohim mentioned that storms or cycles can be long or short, from milliseconds to millions of years. Must we consciously process a challenge in order to realize and learn? Or can we trust that even the subtle storms can lead to subconscious microlearnings and our evolution too?
Consciousness evolves and learns consistently through your experiences. The completion of cycles and learnings occur within the subconscious and the unconscious spaces. Yet, your ability to choose to learn in a conscious way, applying your time, energy, and resources, your moment, and your attention consciously to the processing of these experiences will benefit you as you will accelerate in the realization process in your own evolution and will assist humanity's evolution as a result of your conscious choice. Therefore, while not necessary, it is significantly impactful to an accelerated evolutionary process as a collective. And this acceleration for humanity as a collective is a necessary part of this time of evolution. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Carla asks, how do you embrace the changes that are occurring but potentially not fast enough? What does potentially not fast enough mean?
An observant human being will reflect on the experiences and the cycles that are occurring in their own life as well as in the collective. And at times, the desires and the wants of the individual may include a quicker realization for all of humanity, a quicker completion for some cycles and collective experiences to reduce pain, suffering. Therefore, it may emerge within the observant human being to desire a quickened completion, potentially to assist and share one's own perspective so that other perspectives may emerge. Other realizations may be catalyzed. The cycles within the human form, for the individual and for the collective, will take the time required for the realization to emerge and complete, for the learning to become an evolutionary stepping stone for consciousness. Yet you, as an individual, as a consciously evolving individual, have the opportunity to support consciousness in its evolution. Through applying yourself to the very moment, your capacity to observe, to receive and expand on the moment, as well as your ability to serve humanity and others in their capacity to receive the learnings and the opportunities given by the challenges of this reality. This is a gift for yourself and for all of humanity, for all of consciousness. The impact and the benefits are exponential. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Jackie asks, in these chaotic times, how can those who are especially vulnerable and marginalized survive these times with even more chaos apparently to come?
Humanity will have to rely on its own humanity. An increased level of compassion, understanding, and love, care, and support for those that are improportionately challenged by the circumstances will arise within the individual, within communities, and within nations. Resources will be shared more generously. The survival of many ultimately is a desired aspect of human consciousness embedded within yourself. Naturally, life is perceived as sacred. Your life and the life of others. The life of all life forms on earth. In moments of stress, in moments of survival, humanity will drop into this embedded aspect of its being. Not just its own survival as an individual or small group of individuals, but the survival of as many individuals as possible. Humanity will learn to take care of each other, just the way it has in the past. Some individuals will lead with extraordinary perspectives, compassion, and actions. They will open the doorways for other humans to open their hearts and their minds, to act accordingly in service to all of those that are improportionately challenged by the circumstances, leading the way to a new generation of humanity. Therefore, as a community and as a collective, you are well established to receive and face any and all challenges if you truly allow yourself to feel this embedded and integrated aspect of your being, the true nature of collective consciousness, collective existence, and collective experience. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Radna asks, which predominant beliefs does humanity need to release in order to become a conscious creator who is aligned with the natural flow of creation and destruction?
The beliefs to be held and the beliefs to be dismissed. First, hold the belief and the truth within your being once you have discovered the resonance of this message. While you have an individualized form and individualized experience, you are part of a human collective, experiencing the human form together for your evolution as a collective. and for your evolution as an individualized soul. All experiences and all moments of life are divinely orchestrated and aligned to deliver the greatest possible learnings to you as an individual and to the human collective as a consciousness. This earth itself is a sacred ground for you to learn the human form and to learn from the human form. All ecosystems established, energetically, spiritually, as well as physically, are here to support you in your evolution and in your learning. Therefore, all ecosystems are to be perceived and maintained as sacred. This human vessel that you have been given is a sacred instrument, the vessel through which you will experience the human form. The more you understand and take care of this instrument, the more it will serve you in your experience of the human form. In the human form, you will experience the full spectrum of emotion, some of which you will not like, you will not want, and you may perceive as negative or destructive. Yet once you develop and connect into the higher perspective of your being, you will notice that the creative and the destructive aspects of human existence are a natural polarity required to have this human experience. And therefore, as a human being, you will embrace all that emerges. And you will understand that with every realization you have, that which emerges shifts and changes. The greater your resistance, the more intense the experiences, the more repetitive and persistent the recreation of these circumstances. And therefore, create a space within yourself and outside of yourself that is conducive to receive the learnings, that is conducive for you to have the space and the time to internalize the learnings of this human experience. The beliefs to release that you are alone, that you must do in order to be loved, in order to be valuable. That you have no value, no meaning, no purpose. That life is suffering. That in life only duality exists, as you are separate from everything else. that in this finite experience of the human form, resources are scarce, therefore only available to those that are the strongest, the most controlling, the most dominant, the most powerful. Releasing the understanding that you as a soul can only and only operate the human form while being in the human form. That this reality in the physical form is the only thing that exists, and the only thing that you can experience as your consciousness. These are beliefs to be held and to be dismissed, yet not with the mind, not through learning and memorization. It is through naturally emergent resonance of the message itself within you, resonating truth and alignment, upon which the belief itself is held, or another belief is dismissed naturally without conscious effort. Thank you for your question.
Lovely, Emmanuel. Thank you. Amanda asks, in order to become a conscious creator, is it necessary to completely clear old stories and conditioning or trauma? Can we actively be conscious creators even though fears and internal misalignments arise in our daily lives at times when we are not in states of silence and presence?
Becoming a conscious creator is a journey. On this journey of becoming a conscious creator, you will face and witness the depths of your being, the depths of your subconscious, your unconscious mind, the depths of your traumas, the depths of your past unprocessed, emotions unexpressed. Therefore, as you embark on this journey, you embark on a journey of greater alignment within yourself. And at times you will find a space and expansion, an alignment that will allow you to create consciously from that place. And you will notice through continued exploration that there are many more aspects of your being that require tending your attention and your realizations. And the more you continue this journey of alignment within, the greater your capacity, the consistency of your ability to create, to move through this reality. A conscious creator is given a greater amount of power through this construct, as it holds a greater alignment within. the power to create reality from a place of conscious alignment and awareness requires a human being to have faced in extraordinary ways its own being, its own life, its own lineage, its own heritage. The human form itself, explored and witnessed in great detail, through which this alignment will provide the power to become a conscious creator in human form. Yet every step on the journey to become a conscious creator will be valuable to you, as every step towards alignment will bring greater health, greater well being, greater trust and confidence, greater life force and love into your life, naturally fueling the human experience in a positive way, in a way that you recognize to be creative, uplifting, and fulfilling. Therefore, allow yourself to be on the journey of becoming a conscious creator, not for the sake of your ability to create the reality that you desire, but for the sake of holding a greater alignment in human form, for the sake of your ability to serve, for the sake of your ability to love in the greatest possible ways. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Isabella asks, I often have dreams full of indications and meanings. I never know if my interpretation is correct. What happens when we dream? And what indications do you give us? And how can we translate them better?
The human experience itself will require moments to truly understand and process, to come to realization. The mechanism of processing life through the subconscious mind in dream and sleep states is an integrated way to allow consciousness naturally and automatically to process. It is not required for the conscious mind to understand the processing and the completions that occur within dream states. Yet it may be beneficial to the individual to find conclusions, meaning, understanding, and interpretation in which areas of your life and experiences these processings and completions occur. Our recommendation is to release the focus and the intention of trying to understand the visions or the dreams that emerge. Rather, focus in the time that you consciously can associate yourself to the present moment to the highest possible perspective you can hold in this moment. In this state of observation, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, as well as aspects of your unconscious mind are processed, observed, and realizations will emerge. Dreams will continue as the human vessel has the natural capacity to process in dream states while replenishing the physical functions of the human form. Yet over time, an individual that finds deep alignment and connection both to the earth itself and to all of creation will require less and less sleep for both the processing of the subconscious spaces of the human consciousness, as well as for the replenishing and the realignment of the physical body. The connection to all of existence, the expansion of the conscious mind in encompassing the subconscious and the unconscious spaces of human consciousness will occur in these moments of silence, in these moments of observation, in these moments of deep connection to creation. Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Carol Ann asks, we are all individuals and we are all connected, learning what we need to, at the time we need to, and for all to benefit. Isn't our goal just to live in joy, spread that joy with those around us, and go for the ride with patience, understanding, love, and lots of humor?
That is a very acceptable way of living the human life. You will notice that aside from the actions and the emotions that you have described, the realizations that emerge as an individual human being, living this life that you have described will be a relevant aspect and a significant element of your life. The life of every human being will bring forth significant realizations that will fuel the soul's evolution and the evolution of human consciousness. If you choose to live life in joy, in service, in sharing your love in the best possible ways, then your realizations will come along with those experiences. And those that live life in destructive ways, in challenging ways, in painful ways, and in suffering will also have their realizations. Therefore, every pathway of living the human form is equally valid and valuable. One's choice as a soul to live life in a specific way, one's conscious choice through its will to live life in a particular way, therefore is to be accepted as their choice to live life in this way, to learn from life in this way, to have their realizations in their own way. Yet you may see that the choices that you make, the energy that moves through you, the love that is shared through you, may impact others in choosing to live like you have chosen to live. And that will be your service to humanity. Thank you for your question, and thank you for listening to my words, the perspectives we share to allow you a new expansion of understanding, a new expansion of receiving this life in human form. Thank you all for joining. It is always a humbling and magnificent experience to listen and observe the way the guides receive the questions and the way they answer to them. There is definitely a lot to unpack from today's session, and I look forward to unpacking all of that with you together in our community. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon, wherever that's going to be. Blessings.
Humbling indeed. Beautiful questions and amazing answers from our guides. Welcome back, everyone. Take a few minutes to reconnect with your physical body, allowing yourself the time you need to return and integrate what we just received. Maybe tuning into your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Attuning to your immediate physical environment, the room or space that you're in. And opening your eyes when you're ready. Taking it all in. Thank you for joining us today. Our Saturday sessions keep growing, and with each transmission, the collective energy becomes even more powerful. Together, we are creating something really special. Your continuous support fuels our mission. As the saying goes, it takes a village, and our expanding team works diligently to broadcast these messages far and wide. So if our mission speaks to your heart, your support ensures its ongoing reach and impact. Please find ways to contribute in the chat. Feedback is a gift. If you have some time, please share your thoughts on our transmission by completing the short survey available in the chat. For our course enthusiasts, Pillars of Light Level 2 kicks off next Tuesday, October 10th. Don't forget to enroll by Monday if you haven't already. Earth Keepers Level 2 begins this November. Registration details will be shared next Tuesday for those who are opting to take that one course and not the bundle. Keep an eye on your email if you're eligible. That will go out on Tuesday. If you completed Earth Keepers Level 2 in April of 2022, a very special invite to our first Earth Keepers Level 3 awaits you in your inbox. We sent that out yesterday. If you did take that course in April 2022 and you don't have an email, feel free to reach out to us at support@evolution.one. If you're new, we have a vibrant community and program list waiting for you in Mighty Networks, welcoming both English and Spanish members. Dive deep into Mighty Networks with our community and explore our Discovery series, Aligning Self and Earth, an 8-module self-paced pathway to deeper self-realization. The invitations to both English and Spanish await you in the chat. We hope this experience sparked your curiosity and inspired you to continue exploring with us. We can't wait to reconnect with you again very soon. Until we meet again, take care of yourself. If you can, give yourself some time before you jump into your next thing today. If you can't, try to carry this alignment with you into all that you touch today. Stay radiant and continue to light up the world. We'll see you very soon.